Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? Good afternoon and welcome. At this time, all guests, please clear the aisles and be seated. This afternoon, we want to celebrate this ceremony with dignity and respect. We humbly request that every member of the audience abide by the following guidelines. At this time, please take a moment to turn off your cell phones. Please refrain from standing at any time during the ceremony unless otherwise noted in the program. Do not whistle, cheer, shout, or show disrespect during the graduation exercises. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, please remain seated during the recessional until the last graduate leaves the auditorium. Thank you. Graduates and audience, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, and please be seated.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the commencement exercises for the class of 2021. Please allow me to introduce our platform guest. Please hold your applause until the end of the introductions. Platform guest, as I call your name, please stand. Mr. Wiley L. Howard, Jr., Whiddon Rogers Education Center Principal. Ms. Sarah Leonardi, Board Member, District 3. Dr. Daniel Goh, Chief Academic Officer. Dr. Carletha Charot, Cadre Director. Ms. Davita Johnson, Chief School Performance and Accountability Officer Director. Mr. Anthony Williams, Chief of Police, retired. Row seated to my left, to my right, Ms. Deborah Clark, Assistant Principal. Ms. Sabrina Smith, Assistant Principal. And yours truly, Esther McKee Savage, Assistant Principal. Ms. Dania Preville, Curriculum Support Educator. Ms. Carla Bell, Brace Advisor. Now it is time to it is my honor and pleasure to formally introduce someone who has a true passion for education. His mission is to ensure that every student that attends Whiddon Rogers Education Center will receive a high school diploma and be prepared for a global workforce. He is fearless in his leadership and is working diligently to bring new innovations and a culture of high expectations to Whiddon Rogers Education Center. Please welcome to the podium our principal, Mr. Wally L. Howard, Jr.
Thank you, Ms. McKee Savage. That was phenomenal. Okay. All right, so first of all, good afternoon, and welcome to the 2020-2021 Whiddon Rogers Education Center graduation ceremony. Students, you look phenomenal tonight. Today, I'm sorry. I'm so used to having it in the evening. You are so deserving of this special occasion. Today's ceremony is designed to recognize you for your efforts and accomplishments in the field of education. Parents, friends, loved ones, faculty, and staff members, please give them a round of applause. Now, graduates, as each of you know, the people you have invited here today have played a significant role in assuring you have made it this far. So, graduates, because you know that they are worthy, at this time, please give your parents and loved ones a round of applause. And speaking of those who are worthy, would the faculty and staff members of Whiddon Rogers Education Center please stand and remain standing? These educators, also known as the Rescue Squad, have not only produced these 67 graduates sitting in front of you today, but additional 98 graduates that graduated during the school year. So during this school year, we chose not, those particular graduates were unable to participate in the graduation ceremony today. So a well-deserved round of applause goes to the Rescue Squad. Teachers, thanks for all you do, and as I always tell you, each of you are a special breed of educator, and I'm proud to be your principal. You may be seated. Graduates, when each of you arrived at Whiddon Rogers, you were faced with two choices, and that was either to evolve or repeat. Considering the fact that you're sitting here today leads us to the conclusion that you chose to evolve. So I'm here today to urge you to continue to evolve. Today includes an important chapter in your lives, but guess what? It's now time for you to turn that page and begin another. A new chapter is awaiting for you to write, and it is one that your unborn children will get to read and benefit from one day. With maturity comes great responsibility, and each of you have matured quite a bit during your tenure at Whiddon Rogers. In addition, considering what we have endured from the pandemic caused by the coronavirus, we must truly pay you the necessary homage of fighting your way past all the distractions, handling your business to become graduates, and for that, you deserve an additional round of applause. You deserve all the credit for making it here today, so relish in it, just for today. Okay, maybe tomorrow too. But get right back to work. Frederick Douglass, a great abolitionist, social reformer, and statesman, once said, "You are not judged by the height you have risen, but from the depth you have climbed." So continue to be zealous within your future pursuits. And remember, life is like a book. Some chapters are sad, some are happy, and some are even exciting. But if you never turn the page, you will never know what the next chapter holds. So be brave, be great, continue to be resilient, and always remember that I love you and it's too late. There's nothing you can do about it. Thank you. Now for our keynote speaker, and he is one that is definitely well respected and renowned. Chief Anthony Williams, retired. Chief Williams is a native of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He's a graduate of Dillard High School. Upon graduation, he immediately joined the United States Army and served for 6 years. During his enlistment, he advanced to the ranks of E6 Staff Sergeant and received numerous awards and citations. In 1992, he was hired as a federal corrections officer at the Federal Corrections Institute in Tallahassee, Florida. After a short stint in the corrections field, he returned home again and joined the Fort Lauderdale Police Department, where he served from 1993 through August 15, 2014. During his employment with the Fort Lauderdale Police Department. He served in the Patrol Division, Community Policing Initiative Unit, Criminal Investigations Division, Criminal Support Division, Office of Chief Operations Shift Commander, Executive Officer of Patrol Division, Major District Commander of Chief District 2, and he retired as Assistant Chief of Operations. He received 12 departmental commendations and 35 public commendations for his commitment to making a difference in the community. That's impressive. On August 18, 2014, he was appointed the Chief of Police for the Broward School District Police Department. In February 2016, he retired. He is a graduate of the 250th National FBI Academy, the 55th Southern Police Institute, Command Officers Developmental Course, the Center of Advanced Criminal Justice Studies, and Florida Atlantic University Criminal Justice Executive Leadership Program. Chief Williams holds a master's degree in emergency planning administration, a bachelor's degree in criminal justice, and an associate's degree in criminal justice. He is the immediate past president of Zeta Chi chapter of Omega Psi Phi. Oh, he's a Q. All right, he's the past president of Fort Lauderdale Black Police Officers Association, the past worship master of McBride Masonic Lodge, number 390. And he was the adjunct professor, an adjunct professor at Florida Memorial University. So welcome, give us a big round of applause for Chief Williams joining us tonight.
Good afternoon. After reading all that, I guess you want to know what I got to say, huh? I won't bother you long. I know the real reason you're here. But good afternoon, distinguished guests, graduates. Thank you for allowing me this opportunity to share a few thoughts and words with you today. I realize that it's not about me, it's about you, the graduates. I'm sure you and your loved ones are on cloud 9 at this moment, as you should be. You have achieved a great accomplishment, and it should be celebrated. After the celebration is done, please know that there's a new race that has begun. The race is called life. This thing called life can be cruel, insulting, disrespectful, unforgiving, unapologetically disheartening. There's a poem that those of us in Greekdom have to learn. It's called Life by Lawrence Dunbar, and it reads, "A crust of bread and a corner to sleep in, a minute to smile and an hour to weep in, a pint of joy to a peck of trouble, and never a laugh but the moans come double, and that is life. A crust and a corner that love makes precious, with a smile to warm and the tears to refresh us. And joy seems sweeter when cares come after, and a moan is the finest of force for laughter, and that is life. You're gonna have trials and tribulations, ups and downs, wins and losses. Sometimes you're gonna flat out fail. But what's important for you to know is that those failures are just opportunities for you to begin again more intelligently. Those falls are a reminder that you are human and you are not perfect. But the good news is that you were created by a supreme being who is perfect. I didn't come to preach, I really didn't. But you need to know that you really were created for a purpose. You were created to show the world that a supreme being does exist. Who else or what else can create someone with the special talents and creativity that each of you have? It's your job to push those talents and ideas to the limit, knowing that the one who created you will take care of you. There's a country song that says, when you're going through hell, keep on going, because you might get through it before the devil even knows you're there. That means when it gets hard, when you feel like you want to give up, when you just want to throw in the towel, that's the time to remember who you are and whose you are. Put your head down and work harder. Hard work will beat talent. That's right, hard work and perseverance will beat talent. So the key to life's challenge is perseverance. Never give up. When you stumble and fall, get up and finish your race. There's a little book I keep with me. It's called The Race, Life's Greatest Lesson by D. Groberg. It's the story of a little boy participating in a foot race with a bunch of other little kids. The little boy wanted to win the race really bad because he wanted to make his father proud. So the gun went off to start the race. The little boy was doing well, leading the pack. But he got too excited and stumbled and fell. He was upset because he knew he had lost his lead and it would be difficult for him to catch up now. But he looked over in the crowd and saw his father's face. And he could see his father saying, "Son, get up and finish your race." So he pushed himself up and ran as fast as he can to make up ground. But as he caught up, he slipped and fell again. This happened 3 times. But each time he fell, he looked over at his father's face and could hear him saying, "Son, get up and finish your race." So after the race, the little boy told his father that I guess it didn't do too well. But the father said, "No, son, not true. To me, you won the race because you got up each time you fell. So finish your race. Sometimes in life, you're going to fall. But remember, the Father that created you wants you to finish your race. You know, ships in harbor, when they're in port, they're safe. But that's not what the ship was made for. It was made to go out and conquer the seas. Go live your life. Go be great. God bless.
Awesome. Give him another round of applause, please. Excellent job, Chief. Coming to the podium, Ms. Carla Bell. She's our brace advisor. Ms. Bell.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. It's my distinct honor to introduce the Whiddon Rogers Education Center student speakers representing the class of 2021. Jordan Edwards. Jordan Edwards is our graduating senior who exemplifies talent, perseverance, and determination. His sheer will to succeed in the midst of adversity with grace, compassion, and respect is admirable. He, in his time at Whiddon Rogers, maintained a steadfast determination to pursue his goals and dreams and did not rest until they were attained. With a personality to match his frame, his kind and jovial nature left positive imprints throughout our school community. Jordan Edwards, determined, dedicated, deliberate.
How y'all doing? Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Jordan Edwards, and I'm honored to speak to you all today and share a few words of my story with my graduating class. As a senior who was graduating from Whiddon Rogers, I gotta admit that this was not an easy road. Sometimes I can't help but think, what would have happened if I had just given up? But there was something Mr. Golson said that stuck with me. He said, when times get tough, just put your feet in the right place, stand firm, and lean into it. He would tell me this because I play football, and as a lineman, you gotta stand firm and lean into the person in front of you. Y'all might be wondering what brought me to Whiddon Rogers. It started in middle school. I started hanging with the wrong crowd, getting into all types of foolishness. Then it started to show in school. Then I got the news that my mom got sick with kidney failure and couldn't manage her sickness and all the stress that I was putting onto her. That's when I made the decision that I want to make a change in my life and do better for her. So I chose to go to military school. But after about a month, I was kicked out because I wasn't in the right mindset to change yet. I had disappointed everyone who had believed in me, and I felt like a failure. I had let everyone down. I felt alone and had to make the decision to make a change for my life, and I had to do it by myself. Fast forward to my junior year, I came to Whiddon Rogers behind on a lot of credits. But the staff here, they different from all my other schools. Because once you screw up or you get in trouble, everyone gives up on you. But not here. Here the staff actually believe in you, and they really supportive. If I had stayed at regular school, I probably would have been dropped out by now or be somewhere that I should have never ended up. And I wouldn't be graduating with y'all today. Also, being here at Whiddon Rogers allowed me the opportunity to find a couple of mentors, like Coach Harden, Mr. Golson, Mr. Brown, Mr. Schubert, Mr. Parker, and Mr. Dellencourt. They all became like big brothers to me. However, my journey ain't done yet. This weekend, I will be attending MTI Prep in Gainesville on a scholarship to play football while taking a barber trade. My plan after is to attend a bigger college and major in filmmaking. I gotta give a shout out to my TV production teacher, Mr. Broderick Henry, for inspiring me to get behind the camera. But thank you all to the teachers and staff that was a part of my journey here, especially to Miss Smith, my guidance counselor. She would actually call my mom to tell her what I was doing in school. Also, thank you to Ms. Bill, my brace advisor. Without you, I wouldn't even know what to do after graduation. Finally, I would like to thank my mom, my grandma, and my aunt. I did this so y'all can finally leave me alone. But in closing, I would like to tell all my classmates the same thing that Mr. Golson told me. When times get tough, just put your feet in the right place, stand firm, and lean into it. Congratulations, class of 2021, we did it.
Good job, young man.
Thank you, Jordan. Petrus Major. Petrus Major is our graduating senior who exemplifies courage, tenacity, and intelligence. She, in her way of achieving things, shows us what patience, compassion, and grace under pressure look like. Like her name, her positive impact on many has been major. Her pursuit of excellence is constant and unwavering, an example of focus and fidelity for us all. Petrus Major, brave, brilliant, resolute.
Good afternoon. To the podium, family, friends, and to the graduating class of 2021, my name is Petrus Major, and it is my honor to be standing here to celebrate this joyous occasion. You could have not told me last year it would be me, Petrus, giving this speech today. To my 2021 graduates, I say, some have a story, but we made history. This pandemic brought unprecedented challenges. It has also forced us to become e-learners, Microsoft. It has forced us to become e-learners, Microsoft team participants, even though we did not want to get up early in the morning. Canvas geeks, computer techs, navigators, upload, download experts, and mask wearers. I can say this is because the milestone of graduating was truly an accomplishment for me, but it did not come without challenges. My mother told me my name, Petrus, stood for rock, And when you think of a rock, you think of something that is solid and hard. That's just what I had to overcome all of the adversities in my life. The letters in my name describe my journey and myself. P for perseverance, E for eager, T for thrive, R for resilience, E for endurance, S for strength, and S for substance. My perseverance came from my mother, who had an inner strength to still give me guidance whilst battling diabetes and brain cancer, while eventually leading to her passing. During my darkest moments, I had to focus on the light. So I had to either find a way to succeed or make one. My mother's vision for me to succeed gave me an eagerness to finish school. The light began to shine once I made the decision to come to the United States from the Bahamas to finish school. However, I started to experience roadblocks once I got here. When they say the struggle is real, it was real. The adjustments to family, culture, finances, and relationships were one hurdle after another. The signs started to appear: one-way, detour, dead end, and do not enter. At this point, I was ready to give up. When I was at the airport to return to the Bahamas, a lady who knew my mother saw me. This was so coincidental that it had to be my mother watching over me. The lady and I engaged in conversation. From that conversation, she took me under her wings and gave me the encouragement I needed. The spirit of my mother directed the lady in my path. She helped turn my life around with re-enrolling me at Whiddon Rogers Educational Center. The song by Marvin Sapp, "Never Would Have Made It," reflects how the teachers and staff at Whiddon Rogers impacted my life. I was able to thrive. The school provided opportunities, guidance, resources, relationships that inspired, transformed, and empowered me to be the person I am today. Failure was not an option. Thank you, Ms. Flanders, Ms. Hendricks, Ms. Monroe, Mistress Mendoza, Ms. A. Nelson, Mr. Golson, Mr. Henry, Mr. Parker, and Mr. Schubert. As the song says, I'm stronger, I'm wiser, I'm better, much better, therefore, I appreciate and love my Whiddon Rogers family. They say the best view comes after the hardest climb. My resilience, endurance, strength, and substance helped me to ascend to the top of the mountain. Ain't no stopping me now, I'm on the move. I'm a survivor, I will not give up. My final words, classmates: if adversity comes in your life, know strength and growth comes only through continuous effort and struggle. The name Petrus.
Thank you, Petrus. Well, good afternoon again. I have been given another very distinct honor, and that's of introducing the scholarship recipients for the class of 2021. Please stand as your name is called. The Whiddon Rogers Education Center Scholarship Fund was established through partnerships, fundraisers, and the Rec Open Golf Tournament and faculty donations. Through this fund, we are able to provide $500 scholarships for students to use for their post-secondary educational opportunities. The recipients of the Rec Scholarship are Diamond Blunt, Holandi DeCillian, Eve Malor Geffrard, and Ryan Granada. Thank you. The James F. Manet Memorial Scholarship is a Broward College scholarship that is awarded to a deserving student that displays leadership, courage, and dedication during his or her senior year in high school. The student must enroll into Broward College full-time and maintain a 2.0 GPA. The recipients of this $400 per year scholarship are Bianca Joseph and Ajani Pemberton. Thank you. The Broward Technical College Foundation Scholarship is awarded to a student who plans to pursue post-secondary studies at Atlantic Technical College, McFadder Technical College, or Sheridan Technical College. The recipient of this $500 scholarship is a student who demonstrates good moral character, community involvement, and scholastic aptitude while studying in a career technical education program. This year's recipient of Broward Technical College Foundation Scholarship Award is Hanel Silencio. The Paul Tyson Memorial Scholarship was created in honor of the life of Paul Tyson and will serve as a symbol of his lasting legacy. Mr. Tyson was a teacher that served the DJJ family in so many ways. He was a team leader, reading teacher, student confidant, the resident DJ, and an avid Miami Hurricane fan. Mr. Tyson demonstrated an unwavering commitment to assist students involved in the Department of Juvenile Justice System with obtaining grades, credits, and diplomas. The Paul Tyson Scholarship is being awarded to Michael Scott in the amount of $500. The Dr. Valerie Wanza Turnaround Scholarship is awarded to a student who demonstrated improvement in academics and school attendance while enrolled at Whiddon Rogers Education Center. This $500 scholarship is given to a student who earns a high school diploma while exhibiting the core values to be successful in their post-secondary studies. The recipient of the Dr. Wanza Turnaround Scholarship is Jordan Edwards. The Sharon I. Grant Exceptional Student Scholarship was established to honor the life and dedication of Miss Sharon I. Grant. Ms. Grant was an administrator, counselor, and teacher with Broward County Schools. Her devotion to Whiddon Rogers students and staff was above and beyond her job duties. In her honor, this $500 scholarship was created for an exceptional student who plans to pursue their post-secondary education. The Sharon I. Grant Exceptional Student Scholarship is being awarded to Petrus Major. The Principal's Honor Scholarship is awarded to one deserving student that has completed their coursework with a standard of excellence. This student must attend college full-time and successfully maintain a 3.0 GPA. This year's recipient of the Principal's Honor Scholarship is an award of $1,500 to Ketsi Fuentes. Congratulations, students.
All right, let's give them another round of applause. That was phenomenal. Such a resilient class, and I just must say, again, I keep saying it, I'm gonna keep saying it, I'm a proud principal. Okay, Miss Sarah Leonardi is a teacher and a school board member for Broward County Public Schools, District 3. She has nearly a decade of teaching experience, primarily teaching English in Broward County Public Schools. During her tenure in Broward Schools, she served as a sponsor for various clubs, worked as a mentor to other teachers, and was voted the Teacher of the Year at Coconut Creek High School in 2016. Ms. Leonardi, could you join me at the podium? Give her a hand, please. Ms. Leonardi, addressing you in official capacity as the school board member of the Broward County, Florida, I certify as the principal of Whiddon Rogers Education Center that those graduates whose name will be announced have successfully completed the course of study as prescribed by the Florida State Board of Education and School Board of Broward County, Florida. Ms. Leonardi, I present to you the graduation class of 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Howard. On behalf of the School Board of Broward County, Florida, I certify that these students have met all the requirements of the school board in the state of Florida for graduation from high school.
Awesome, let's go. We got to get louder than that. You guys are official. All right, you got it. Hey, in these ceremonies, you got to know when to let loose now, all right? You guys been through some things with this pandemic, but thank you, Ms. Leonardi. I now invite the staff and honored guests to please take their positions for the presentation of these diplomas. I am proud to present and recognize our graduates. Let us now begin the roll call.
Tell us what to do. You tell me. I don't know the stage setup. They have to be. So just, if y'all line up that way, then I have them come. Can you come like right here? Yeah.
Taylor Amy. Makai Brown. Dave Augustin. Diamond Blount. Demetris Atkins. Romario Broderick. Brandon Brevelis. Jaden Diaz. Zakai Brown. Ralph Brutus. Diana Carrillo. Tavares Carter. Desiree Collins. Annelien Damon. Edlane Doristan. Linuel Gonzalez. Jordan Edwards. Chanel Esteem. Jolia Fan. Jonice Forresty. Fabrice Francois. Nakorsha Freeman. Ketsi Fuentes. Elizabeth Gonzalez. Jasani Hamilton. Ryan Granada. Kareem Harden. Nitasia Harvey. Jazaria Holmes.
Jason Ivy. Jack Myson Love. Dency Jean Mitchell. Bianca Joseph. Bruce Joseph. Munair Jardine. Alvany Knight. Naheem Lemaire. Albert Lopez Gutierrez. Petrus Major. Shamaya Mattis. Shakira McBride. Patrick Milius. Jaden Mobley. Nayeli Mojica. Jamala Muir. Daryl Passmore Jr. Ajani Pemberton. Jiwem Petitfouet. Vitel Petitfouet. Jerry Phillip. Johnny Philogene. Adelson Pierre. Daisy Pitre. Alicia Platt. Ludmilla Requena. Claudie Reguer. Julian Riles. Fedlin Saintville. Hanel Silencier. Tierra Thomas. Monique Vigil. Nicole C. Wadley. Matthew Whitter. Keandre Williams. Demetrius Rogers. Michael Scott. Hollandi Desilient. Junaya Byfield. Ev Milor Jeffrod.
Come on, we got to get louder than that. Come on, come on. Go ahead. This is the time to let it go. Let it go. Okay, excellent, excellent. Okay, graduates, let me have your attention. I want you to take this time to look to your left and then to your right. Your fellow students that were resilient along with you in their educational pursuits. You all have made it, and I'm proud of your accomplishments. At this time, I officially pronounce the 2021 graduate of Whiddon Rogers Education Center. Ms. Smith, please come and lead the class in the changing of the tassels.
All right, graduates, you already standing. If you're not standing, please rise. It is now time for you to move your tassels as an indication of your achievement and official graduation status. Class of 2021, you may now turn your tassels from right to left. You are now officially 2021 graduates and members of the Whiddon Rogers Center's alumni. Congratulations.
Okay, graduates, please remain standing for the recessional. Parents and guests, please be seated and remain seated as our graduates exit the auditorium. It'll be outside that you will be able to rejoice and, take photos, things of that nature. Okay, recessional music can proceed.